quickly be crushed. The market's at all-time high. You're just barely scraping by. Odds are stacked against me and you. You're all fucking matter what we do, cause the rich will do whatever it takes. Lower but skin got you break. Work till you bleed, remember that. We're all slaves to the employing class. There's no class war. It's a one-sided slaughter. There's no class war. It's a one-sided slaughter. Wage slaves will talk of rising up, will quickly be crushed. Wage slaves will talk of rising up, will quickly be crushed. Wage slaves will talk of rising up, will quickly be crushed. Wage slaves will talk of rising up, will quickly be crushed.
Punkorama, like Volume 1 and 2 or something like that. Those are the stupid songs we play at the bar when we go out and bully the jukebox like a bunch of jerks. We put $20 in touch tunes and get like 4 songs or whatever they allow you to play. And, you know, it's H2O, Guilty by Association, and those first albums of Rancid, and anything off Do or Die by Dropkick Murphys. When, yeah, that first Punkorama records. That was for me anyway, because I'm old.
Yeah.
Gary's probably like Punkorama 14.
Well, considering he was like able to drink when I was going into like 4th grade or something, so it was a bit of a time gap. But it was a lot of punk when I was in like early middle school. But I got more into the hardcore Every Time I Die, early starting out, like I think 2001. I just got a compilation randomly for an AP compilation. It was Every Time I Die and Norma Jean and bands like that, and that's what really put me in the hardcore direction.
Okay. Well, I remember being in middle school, and my buddy Cole gave me his Operation Ivy album and was just like, dude, you should listen to this. And he like wasn't punk at all, and I listened to it and like immediately like fell in love with it. And then, you know, I had another friend that like introduced like Misfits to me, and you know, that's kind of where it started. And then I think after that was like Punkorama albums for sure. Like listen to those a lot.
As a young kid, I was already into Soundgarden and Stone Temple Pilots, and Alice in Chains was probably my favorite. And that's by like age 5. My dad's a drummer; he was jamming that shit. And he got me into jazz, and we used to go see Maynard Ferguson and all this stuff. But it was always the heavy stuff that gave me goosebumps. And then, like, in 4th grade, I heard Rancid, like MC was saying. And that's when I was like, that's a culture. That's some wild shit I need to be a part of. That's like a tribe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess before the punk came along, I was definitely into grunge.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yes, Nirvana, like, was my favorite band.
But anything heavy and distorted spoke to me and moved through me. And then so now, you know, years later, my dad's surprised at some of the shit, how heavy we play, and like I have like a death metal side project. How'd you get into playing this death metal shit? And I'm like, well, the first exposure, you know, is Alice in Chains. Where are you gonna go from there, you know?
It's more about you than it does about me. The picture behind the computer screen. I'm not even hurt by what you say.
Tinder works?
I don't even-
Well, I don't have my phone in here because I was messing with the microphones.
I'm Amish and I don't have Tinder.
Right.
You're
Wait here. Okay, this is how MC likes to Tinder. Okay, this is Of course, there's nobody.
I've never even seen it.
There's nobody. I'm not matching with anybody right now. But MC, there's a heart button and an X, or you can swipe right or left, and MC will just hit the heart and just.
If I was on, will we be a match?
I don't look at dudes on Tinder.
I thought it was just for making friends.
Slaving away on dead red back. I do nothing but complain about where you're at. I see it in your eyes. Those cold, empty stares. You're sitting idle. You'll go nowhere. Can't keep circling. Waste your time searching for answers. No, you'll never find. Always move forward, never look back. Rear view mirrors for remembering the past. Better to make 1,000 new mistakes than repeat ones you've already made. Always move forward, never look back. Rear view mirrors for remembering the past. Always move forward, never look back. Rear view mirrors for remembering the past. Always move forward, never look back. Rear view mirrors for remembering the past.
I try to help out the smaller touring bands that are, you know, the kids that I relate to a bit more, because, you know, I remember 7, 8, 10 years ago, we'd try to get shows and we weren't playing huge shows. We were playing to 20 or 30 people every night, having the time of our lives, driving up and down the East Coast every summer, drinking too much, waking up in the morning hungover, sweating it out in whatever state we could get to, and playing shows. And like, we made tons of friends along the way. I literally almost don't even seek out bands to play. Like when I do garage shows, it's friends or like friends of friends that hit us up and say, hey, we need something. We heard your place is cool, and we help them out. I mean, bands like Old Wounds played recently. They've played 4 or 5 times at the garage now. They keep coming back. They don't always play a packed house, but they love it because it's fun and DIY and it's no bullshit.
The first show I would say that I went to by choice was might have been my 13th or 14th birthday. I went and saw As Lay Dying and Throwdown, and I think Remembering Never at the Olde bar in Baltimore. And my dad took me and a bunch of my friends from high school. I wasn't even in high school then. Oh, he took me and a bunch of my friends to the show, and my dad's a 6'4" guy, wears a suit to work every day, and the Olde bar was packed, and he was just waiting in the back, and I guess he thought we were dying between bands because he would just shovel through everyone and bring us water. But that's the one I went to like festivals and stuff before that, but that was the first show I really wanted to go to. And
mine was at Messiah College, and I saw it was like all hardcore bands. It was like Zayo. Actually, that's the only band I can remember that played. I don't remember any other bands. But like, it was weird at that time. It was when like punk and hardcore kids all went to the same shows. Like, I remember seeing some of my like people who I'm friends with now, like who had like, you know, big spiky hair and mohawks and stuff, were there dancing along with all the hardcore kids. You know, but yeah, it was Zayo at Messiah College.
I'll say the first like punk or hardcore show that I can for sure say I went to is old school York bands called Blag 13 and the Fanboys, and I don't remember who else was on the bill. And it was some fire hall in York that they actually, I think it was at Emmetsville Fire Hall, maybe. I don't know. It's at that point there were fire halls where they do shows and one and done quite often. And I picked up the 4 More Reasons to Hate York record, I believe it was. It had, you know, local bands on it and got me into the local music scene. At that point I was listening to whatever you could find at, you know, on MTV, or Beavis and Butthead and shit like that. Like, you know, what's this band Rancid? They have mohawks and it sounds crazy. It was awesome. Like,
I remember like shows at the Voodoo Skate Park. No, I went to shows at the Wire before that, and it was friends. We used to hang out at a party house in Halifax, the Thinking Machines. They played at the Wire, and my buddy Josh Miller drove us there, and that was probably my first like 717 DIY culture. Here's these dudes. These guys were probably there. There was a bunch of kids I remember on mushrooms. That scared me a lot. One of them put his head through a wall, and and that was in New Cumberland. So shows at Voodoo Skate Park and the Wire were probably like the earliest when I could like leave the house on my own, could ride with friends or drive myself. That's what I remember.